Good morning and welcome to Marty's Tying Bench. This morning I'm putting together kits for this week's Vice Squad, and the pattern I've chosen is a blast from the past. This is a Renegade. When I got started a long time ago, this was a top fly. Fish it weighted as a nymph, fish it bushy as a dry, big sizes, small sizes, fly rod, fly in a bubble. Very good fly. I'm tying it today on a 2x long size 14. This is a Dairiki 730. And I'm going to start this thread and move it to the hook point. That's going to be an important index for you. I've got a strip of Mylar Tinsel. It's gold on one side and silver on the other. And I'm going to tie that in with the silver side out. And then wrap my thread back until it's over the hook barb. Now the barb's another important index point. What I filled in between those two is where I'm going to put the hackle. Now I'm going to fold that tinsel so that the gold side is out and make 2 or 3 turns down the bend and then a couple turns back up, and there's a tag, gold tag. There we go. Now I've got a brown hackle. This one's more of a furnace. And what I'm going to do is strip it so that I've got some stem showing. And I'm going to tie that in right up against the gold, but make sure you still have some stem showing. That'll give you a cleaner first turn. Now I'm moving my thread back forward to that hook point. Make sure that first turn is right up there against the gold, and the next turn is right in front. There's 4 turns, and I've covered up that flat black spot of thread that I created. Now I'm going to get a few turns up here, a few security turns before I trim it. Now, peacock. If you got good plush peacock, and this stuff has been pretty good, two strands should do. And since the tips are usually brittle, I'm going to trim those. Yeah, I see those stray hackle feathers. They'll get covered up. Now tie that in and move your thread back until it's right up against the brown hackle. Just leave your thread hang. Now I'm going to wrap the peacock forward. Oops, bump the camera. And when I get to the front, I'm going to need some space for the white hackle, so leave about the same amount of space as you did for the brown hackle. Now start your peacock back. This will give you a little plusher body without trying to wrap 4 strands. Now I'm going to make 2 turns, second one right on top of the first to secure that. Then make open turns to get to the front. Not too bad. Now, got some white hackle, and if you get a perfect one, they're going to be the same size. This one is a little bit bigger. Let me see if I can find a little smaller one. Nope, that one's still big. That one's a little too small, but let's check it down by the stem. That one's pretty close. Again, I want some stem to work with. tie that in right up against the peacock, but the stem isn't clogging the eye. And now I've still got a little stem sticking up. That will help me make my first turn. And each successive turn is going to be right in front of it. And I should be able to fit 4, maybe 5. Tie that off. Now, in case there's a disaster, I'm not going to trim that hackle yet. I'll tie my whip finish first. And now everything's secure. There we go, Renegade.